Alrighty, this is Module 4, Lesson 15, the problem set. And in this lesson, we are going to be looking at quadrilaterals. We're going to classify quadrilaterals, and we're going to classify them based on parallel and perpendicular lines and the presence or absence of angles of specified size. Whew! All about quadrilaterals. Let's get started. All right, number 1 says construct. What does that mean? That means to build or draw. Okay, make. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing. And the given attributes means by the attributes that are discussed in number 1. And we have to be as specific as possible. Use extra blank paper as needed. All right, construct quadrilaterals with at least one set of parallel sides. At least one set of parallel sides. Okay, well, let's see. Let's think about it. Let's get a couple of parallel lines going. So let's do that. Whoops. Well, something odd happened there. All right, so we have one set of parallel lines. We show that they're parallel lines with our arrow. So that's parallel. These two are parallel. Now, if we connect those two lines, okay, to make a quadrilateral, okay, connect these two. Well, what figure did we make? That's right, it is a trapezoid. Okay. Now that's not the only possible answer here. We could have made a trapezoid many different ways. We could have made a trapezoid that looked like this, for instance. Say, wait a minute, that's a right angle. How's that going to be a trapezoid? Well, we just have to have one set of parallel lines. So let's say those are parallel. So this line here, parallel with that line. Well, that is a it's also a trapezoid. So could have drawn a trapezoid a number of ways, but that is indeed what we're looking at, a trapezoid. Okay, so let's go down to the next one, and it says construct a quadrilateral with two sets of parallel sides. Two sets of parallel sides. Okay, two sets of parallel sides. Well, one thing we know, if they're both sets are parallel, well, let's just try this and see what happens here. Two sets of parallel sides. So this one, okay. Now we want to make one also. And those are parallel. Okay, so this line here, parallel with this line. But then if we want to make these here, these parallel, this one and this one parallel, give those the two arrows. Okay. Well, what did we make? You got it. We made a parallelogram. You know how to spell it? It's right there. Parallelogram. All right. All right. Now we're going to take it one step further, or keep rolling along. So we had one set of parallel lines, two set of parallel lines. Now we're going to throw in four right angles. Four right angles. Well, what is a quadrilateral or parallelogram if we made four right angles? Let's think about that. Oops. Let's straighten up our act. You guys can eyeball it in your paper, but I can do a little better job of that. Let's see. All right. One there. And I don't know why that keeps coming up, but it does. Okay, so, oops. Make that 90 degrees. We'll make that. Whoa, that looks a little weird. All right, so when all said and done, what do we have here? These are all right angles. And a parallelogram with 4 right angles, by definition, is a what? That's right, it's a rectangle. Look at all the answers right down there again. This is a rectangle. Or like we used to say in kindergarten, Ricky rectangle. Kindergarten. Well, we did learn how to draw rectangles in kindergarten. And then also, we learned about this next figure in kindergarten. And that one, when you have 4, what do you call it? 4 lines, all the same length, 4 sides, all the same length. Of course, if they're all the same length and they all have right angles, we have a, you guessed it, we have a square. Let's get that square popped in here. Yep, bitty-doo-dah. Yep, bitty-doo-dah. And again, I'm eyeballing it, so it might be a little off. And let's get that top line a little bit shorter. And let's try that. That thing keeps bleeping on me. And it looks, that looks pretty good there. All right, so we got a square. All right, square. And of course, we know square has all sides are the same length. Okay, all sides same length. And they're all right angles. One thing we should note on the rectangle above, a couple of things. Well, we have parallel lines on the rectangle, but we also have the top and bottom one are the same length, and the 2 side ones are also the same length. Okay. All right, let's go to the flip side of your paper. Welcome to the flip side. Use the words in the word bank to name each shape. Be as specific as possible. I am not going to start this one for you. You can figure this out on your own. So go ahead and hit pause and hit play when you're ready. All righty, how'd you do? I know you did great. These are shapes you should well know by now, so hopefully that went well. Let's go on to number 6. Explain the attribute that makes a square a special rectangle. So, well, just look at your example right here above. And what makes this square here? What makes the square special? A special kind of rectangle. What does it have that the rectangle doesn't have? Think about it that way. Hit pause and hit your play button and your answer when you're ready. All righty, how'd you do? If you wrote something like a square is a special rectangle because each of its sides are the same length, instead of just opposite sides being the same length in a rectangle. Because if you look at the rectangle, just the opposite sides are the same length. Like we can look at it like this. This side and this side are the same length, and this side and this side are the same length. So there you go. Let's move on to number 7. Explain what makes a rectangle a special parallelogram. I bet you can get that one. Hit pause, hit play when you're ready. Alrighty, how'd you do? If you said a rectangle is a special parallelogram because it has 4 right angles, you got it. And the last one, what makes a parallelogram a special trapezoid? A parallelogram, a special trapezoid. Hit pause, hit play when you're ready. Alrighty, how did you do? Well, I think you did probably just fine. A trapezoid is, parallelogram is a special trapezoid because it has two sets of parallel sides, where trapezoids needs to have at least one set of parallel sides. And that should do for today. I hope this helps. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Same time, same place. Hasta la vista, baby. Arr, you're done for now. Ha ha ha. Wait, not quite. You still got homework to do. Ha ha ha. Catch you next time. Psst. The video's over. Get to work.